So how's it going, Dank Division? That's right, Dank Dan here, and I wish I were starting this channel on YouTube again on better circumstances than on this. So, for those of you who read the title, you already know what this is about. This is in regards to the whole Jeff Leach. What started off as just a simple couple-day ban on Warzone has blown up into this whole ginormous thing, and what really sucked was that me and my co-host Layla, we were going to do a podcast anyway. That we started this past Monday, and this news dropped literally 2 days before our first podcast, and we knew we were going to have to cover it. But the thing was, rather than do what almost everyone did and pretty much just jump down the one side's throat and just jump on the bandwagon, we decided we wanted to do as much research as we could leading up to pretty much our podcast on Monday, so that we can make an educated discussion about it and not just a knee-jerk reaction. Now, at the time of this being made, there is still more to be discovered. I have been searching for hours through Jeff's streams, trying to find that one stream out of context, and I can't find it for the life of me. If you were someone who actually has that full stream completely put together so that someone like myself can actually watch it out without the whole out of context thing, etc., drop a link, give me some sort of footage that I can work with, because I want to be able to see the bigger picture and not just see what everyone else wants me to see. I want to see the full painting, the giant picture, because right now I don't have all the details, I don't have all the answers, and I'm hoping that by the time we get to the next podcast on Monday, which if you guys aren't already watching, watch that on Twitch on Monday. We're going to continue with this. There's definitely going to be a part 2. In which case, we hope Activision as well as Jeff will finally make an official statement on the matter, because the big issue right now is that there's a war brewing right now in the COD community. As if skill-based matchmaking and everything else didn't already split the fan base, this just adds to it. So hopefully Activision stops being quiet and finally drops an official statement. And everything that we say, yes, it is brutal, it is harsh, but we're going base off of the information that we know. And in all reality, there are no clear winners in this scenario. It's pretty much just an overall horrible situation for anyone to be put into. So, without further ado, I give you pretty much almost an hour of us talking in the Dank Discussion podcast about this event. Hope you guys enjoy. But the next subject we're going to be getting into is going to be a touchy subject.
Oh boy. This is...
When we... Before we even talk about that, let's get this straight. We were planning on doing a podcast today, regardless of this.
Yep.
Our game plan was, okay, we're going to talk about what's coming, what's new, what we could be seeing.
I'm going to rant.
Happens.
Yeah, and then this dropped, and...
You all know what's coming next. And everything that we're about to say, we're not going to necessarily take sides. We're simply going to be stating the facts.
That we have.
That we have at this moment. New news could be dropped. You could have Activision could drop an official statement, which they still have not. They've instead kind of had outside sources do it for them for the time being. We haven't had an official statement from Jeff Leach yet, so that kind of just hinted at what we're going to be getting into.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not, I don't want to say living under a rock, but for those of you who might not be Call of Duty fans, and those of you who are unaware of the situation at hand, it's brutal.
It is. It's a touchy subject, and we don't have all the facts. There is context that is missing. You know, it's brand freaking new, and as a Call of Duty podcast, we have to unfortunately talk about it because we can't
avoid this one.
It's not avoidable.
It's also because we both have a life that doesn't line up until Monday, so waiting an entire week to talk about this, who knows how long it'll be until we actually get the full story. So, Layla,
if we get the full story.
That's true. We may not ever see the full story of this because this is the type of thing that a company would want to go hush-hush on. But no. It went big, it went loud, it went hard, and it went fast.
Yep.
So, Layla, I'm actually going to hand the mic over to you and let you lay down all the details. And what I'm going to do is, as I'm flipping through the article, I might actually stop at points and pull up. For example, I might actually play the clip out of context.
Okay.
That way we have references for people to go off of. So,
right.
On your mark, get set, and go.
Okay, and just again to reiterate, look, we have what little facts we have. We're going off of that. Whatever after the facts, it's just going to be our opinion. We're not passing judgment here. In as much as who's right, who's wrong. And when Dan plays the clips, it is just for commenting purposes only. We are not endorsing. We are not condoning. It's just because this is what we're talking about. This is a big story for Call of Duty. And unfortunately, we have to talk about it. So, back in 2017, Jeff was on a show called Taunt Fest. It is something put out by what did I say? Galaxy. Not Galaxy Quest, that's a movie. Anyway, so he was on the show. Apparently this person, Zombie Unicorn, wasn't coming on because they and Jeff had beefed in the past. And so she wasn't coming on. He made a comment regarding her cleavage, and because it was live on Twitch, that is what resulted in Jeff's ban from Twitch. He apologized, apparently, and moved on. He then gets hired on for Activision to voice Ghost and starts to build his own community. December 2020, and I wish I could have found the exact date of the stream. Wish I could have actually found the stream itself.
But it's gone. There's no way to find it. As far as we know, it's
gone.
It's lost to the internet. Probably someone on Reddit has it.
Yes. I'd also like to point out that both Activision and Facebook knew about his beef with Zombie Unicorn before they hired him and before Jeff Leach got partnered with Facebook Gaming. So both companies knew about it, and they both were like, yes, we'll partner with you, yes, we'll hire you. So Jeff is streaming and a troll enters his chat. Now, some people are saying that this troll was Zombie Unicorn. Zombie Unicorn came out on Charlie Intel's tweet and said, look, this is not me in Jeff's chat for his stream. It was somebody else. So we don't know who this troll is. Some speculation is that this troll was linked with that Luke guy.
Let's see. There it is, Nitro Luke DX.
Yes, Nitro Luke, who the two of them have been beefing for apparently years.
Yeah, I was going to say, it goes back to November, those two pretty much hating on each other.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to show this picture?
No.
There,
I'm gonna say no.
I'll like from like there down.
I shouldn't be laughing. This is very serious.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So this troll enters the chat. I couldn't find what was being said. Apparently this troll had been warned multiple times and continued to allegedly harass the chat again. I don't know what the troll said. And then Jeff responded to the troll. Fast forward to May. Nitro Luke, he releases the compilation video
and
of
here
Jeff.
It is. You ready? All right.
Yes. Again, this is just for.
No wonder why Zombie Unicorn didn't want to come on.
She didn't want to come on. Yeah, she have to actually be amusing.
Yeah, that is the reason.
She couldn't just rely on
here we go.
Horrendous cleavage. I said it
on Twitch.
I meant it.
Jeff, be a nice guy right now.
You came here because you're a fucking simp with a saggy vagine. That's why you came over here. By the way, you can go back and tell that fuckboy that he wouldn't say any of that shit to my face. Because I'm a giant. I'd crack him in half, which is what I would do to you if you weren't so fucking ugly. Do me a favour, darling. See yourself out and don't let the door hit your fat ass on the way out. I love how it's always like some dirty, gross, fucking looking emo bitch who looks like she fucking has no chance of getting a bit of dick in her. See you later, Leah. Suck my fat girthy cock, you stupid cunt. I don't give a shit. You're gone. You're done. You're banned. You're out of here. That shit's not coming into my community.
I think you can pause it there because then it's just the girls talking about comments and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I don't need to listen to that for the 15th minute time.
Yeah. So
but out of context,
and then
let's put it this way. I'm not gonna lie, I actually used a couple of friends of mine who have never heard of Jeff Leach in their life. Don't play Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
You show anyone that just from top to bottom that clip.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone with a brain would immediately go, "That's an asshole."
Yes.
But
yes. Because we're still on facts. We'll
I know we're still on.
Get into opinions then.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So this video drops. Charlie Intel contacts Activision, or Activision contacts Charlie Intel. I'm not exactly sure who contacted who. One of the two happened, and somehow Charlie Intel obtained a statement from Activision stating that Activision does not stand for misogynistic, hateful comments, and they are no longer employing Jeff Leach. And Charlie Intel drops the bombshell, and everybody loses their freaking minds. And that's now apparently Jeff's legal team is going to be contacting Nitro Luke. They're going to probably have a legal battle. I can see it for character defamation. Again, I'm not a legal expert, but that's what I would assume.
I think that's actually what it says at the bottom of the article. That's what he's going for.
Mm-hmm. Well, character assassination would, yes.
Yes, so, character assassination.
Yeah.
So I believe
because it is taken out of context. And yes, anyway, those are the facts that we know of so far. There's still a lot missing. Like I said, we don't know exactly who the troll was. We don't know what the troll said. So there's a lot we don't know, but those are the facts we know. And go ahead, Dan.
So let's finally dig into just our personal thoughts on this. So like I was pretty much going into before, that taken out of context, easily anyone who would have watched that out of context, never watching Jeff in their life, would immediately go, that person's an asshole.
Yes.
But the thing is, I can do that to any content creator right now, including myself. I can take stuff out of context, compile it into a video, and immediately makes anyone whatever I want them to be. It's easy. Now,
and that's
it's the power
that's
of
where
the
it
internet
becomes,
these days.
and that's where it becomes like a double-edged sword. Like, you, as a content creator, you have to be careful about what you say. You know, and sorry, I don't want to step over your thoughts.
No, the idea is for us to agree to disagree. Hit me with your best shot.
I just
fire away.
Even with context, if we ever get the context, it still looks bad on Jeff, and ergo looks bad on Activision because Jeff at the time was employed,
yeah,
or is employed, because again, it's not official. Is employed by Activision. His whole thing is that he is Ghost. So you've got, not only is he employed by Activision, but he is portraying one of the most beloved characters of Call of Duty. Everyone loves Ghosts. Everyone was super excited that Ghost was coming back, and there were people that kind of preferred the OG Ghost over the new Ghost, but for the most part, people like this Ghost. So as a content creator, you have to be careful. You have to be careful about what you say, and it sucks because I know some people would just love to go off and say what they really think about people. Lord knows I would. You have to be careful. You can't just spout out at somebody, say those things, and not suffer the repercussions.
I was going to say, that brings me to a phrase that a favorite comedian of mine once said, was that people want freedom of speech, but they're not willing to accept the fact that they have to pay the price for freedom of speech.
Exactly. And that's, I will fight for your right to say whatever you want to say. Because what people say, I don't care. Unless they personally come after me. And even then, if they personally come after me, I don't care. But if you personally go after, like, my family or my friends, that's when I care. But I got the hiccups. I may not like what you have to say. Like, but I will fight for your right to say that. Because that's your right. You have the right to say what you want to say. You also have to accept the consequences for what you say.
Now, the big question on my mind, and a lot of people's minds at this point, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Well, I mean,
it doesn't.
It doesn't. Should he, based off the comments, everything, should he have been fired?
See, and I don't know.
Like, I'm somewhere in that middle of, like, reprimanded, or take his character and say, hey, genius, we're going to give you a small role, or just make you do the most, and you're not really going to have as significant of a role that you were. And if you do it again, will MW2 remastered you?
Yeah. See, there's
a nice way of saying loose ends.
Yes. I don't. It's a tough subject, and I don't envy the position it put Activision in.
No, it puts everyone in a horrible situation.
It does.
Because the fan base is already at war with each other between skill-based matchmaking, the sweat lobbies,
#dead game.
Battlefield 6 is going to destroy. The fan base is so divided. This is just
it's not helping. It's not helping. And you also have to look, there were multiple people involved in this situation. You have the troll. Okay? The troll was in the wrong. The troll should not, have been saying whatever the troll was allegedly saying, because again, we don't know what the troll was saying. But I can pretty much guarantee that the troll was in the chat to cause problems, which is what it got. You've got Jeff with his response to the troll. Just as bad, if not worse, because he's a big content creator. He's connected to Activision, and he's built his community where they go after people who say horrible things. Because he's going after other people that have said racist slurs and other horrible things. They've gone after him. Because I've seen Jeff's tweets about these people. So, you've got that situation. You have Jeff's moderators, and I'm not going to get any favors from them right now about this, and honestly, I don't care. Your job as a moderator is to protect your content creator. That's your job. The second that troll came in and started causing problems, you should have kicked him. Or her. That troll should have been gone. You should have banned that troll. You want to give a warning, you want to play nice a little bit, okay, one warning. After that, gone. Out the door. Sayonara. The fact that this troll was warned multiple times until Jeff finally responded is a failure on the moderators. And I know I'm not going to get any fans from the moderators about this because they failed as well. They should have protected Jeff by blocking, banning the troll, and deleting the comments. So Jeff wouldn't even have to see those comments.
No. You actually.
I told you I was not going to hold back.
No. Because that's the one thing I told you not to hold back, because that does beg the question. Only the moderators and Jeff know exactly how many times that person was warned, what exactly they said. The only people who would know, and I guarantee you, I'm probably going to hear it the next time I'm in a game with any of them, is look, what happened? I'm not pointing fingers. But what happened?
I'm not.
You're right. The moderator's job is to protect and preserve the chat as a safe place for all. If someone decides to come in, drop an M-bomb, curse out everyone, be an overall nuisance, goodbye, out the door, don't let it hit you in the rear. End of story.
Yes.
What happened?
And I don't know. And I can't see any way that his moderators can justify their actions that puts them in a good light. I can't.
No matter what, I don't envy them at the same time.
I don't either.
I have to deal with this. It's no small feat.
They brought it on themselves, though, which also begs the question: if Jeff, say they gave the guy a warning, say they gave the troll a warning, Jeff saw the comments after that, right before the moderators were able to ban him or her, would Jeff still have responded in the same way?
Well, I don't. Here's the reason why I would say yes. Jeff's a comedian. Before he was Jeff Simon Ghost Riley Leach, he was Jeff Leach, the comedian. And this is one thing I've noticed about almost every sarcastic comedian I have met in my entire lifetime watching the internet and shows I've actually gone to. When a heckler is in the crowd, and they try to get attention, they're gonna get it.
Right.
And it ain't gonna be pretty.
It's not. But you can... And I'm not trying to take the side of the troll either, but you can handle a heckler without going to that extreme. And I'm not saying that, what Jeff said is extreme or mild or anything. I think Jeff could have handled... Because in my hypothetical question, if he had only seen the first time the troll was trolling and not the multiple times and finally got fed up and said, look, this is it. Well, that's not what he said, but you get my point. I think he would have handled it a different way instead of going all out, personal attack.
Yeah.
The sad thing is we will never know.
Never know. Not unless the footage still exists. Which here's the thing,
and
if it still exists, I would implore the moderators and Jeff, don't release them. Don't release them for the sole purpose of that the people who need to see them are not us.
Yes,
It don't matter. I hate this. I don't regret saying this. The COD community does not need to see it.
No.
The people who need to see it are Activision and the courts of law.
Yep.
Not me, not Layla, not anyone else.
And I have this feeling, even with context, even with knowing how many times the troll was warned, what the troll was saying,
it's
still...
I hate to say it, but the internet is not going to allow Jeff to ever come back to them.
No. Well, and it still begs, I wouldn't say begs the question, but if knowing what we don't know, would it excuse what Jeff said?
I don't know.
And that's
I know I've said worse. I know I've seen other content creators who are still COD partners, mind you, have said worse over the years. I've seen people who have come back from worse than this. So the fact that people are saying, "Oh, he's going to burn in hell," he's never going to work in business again. Never say never. Anyone can come back.
Yes, it's. I just. Ugh, I hate.
I know I'm in the same spot where it's like the anger and frustration of just, why did this have to happen?
Yes.
I mean, I know there's people who have like the snippy, sarcastic answer that I already hear in my head, but it's just like, why?
Because you hear people screaming that this is cancel culture. I don't think it's cancel culture.
It wasn't cancel culture until everyone jumped on the bandwagon immediately.
Yes.
Then it became mob rule and cancel culture.
Yep.
When it was just the article and people just blindly read the title, they jumped right on the bandwagon. I guarantee you, let's say there were 1 million people who saw the article by Charlie Intel. I bet you at least half a million only read the title. An additional 250,000 actually clicked on the link and looked at it for half a second, and maybe past that, a couple of thousand actually read top to bottom. I mean, at this point, we will never know. Because I mean, we're still getting more information literally by the day.
Daily.
Like, I know the one thing I brought up to Layla as I was flipping through Twitter was the one thing I always knew seeing Jeff Leach's Twitter was it always said that he was Simon Ghost Riley. But if you hop on his Twitter right now,
it's gone. And that's... I can see why Activision would potentially fire Jeff.
They don't have a choice.
They don't.
They don't understand the matter because the internet will pretty much fight them tooth and nail to the point where they will try to cancel. It's pretty much they're going to have to decide which is more important to them. Their or their company. And
it also kind of... Exactly. They have to protect their company. I mean, if I said those things, or if I said something along those lines, and my work found out, I would be fired in an instant.
Oh yeah, no. Here's the funny thing. Someone from work who's right now watching this Twitch stream is actually one of my bosses. If I say something too stupid that's incriminating to where I work, I'm gone. I'm out the door. I'm fired. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
And that's the thing that with Jeff, if Jeff was just himself, if he wasn't affiliated with Activision or Modern Warfare, I wouldn't see it being as big of an issue as it is. You probably hear about it. Oh, some streamer said
famous streamer Jeff Leach, sexist comments. Oh, gee, like we haven't seen him. We haven't seen a streamer say a bunch of sexist comments before. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
That begs the question is, okay, at what point, which side do you push for? Do you push for that no one should be allowed to even make any sexist remarks? Or is it strictly that if you're at the high end, like we're talking, if you're one of the voice actors, if you even suggest something like that, you're gone. You're gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's some questions running through my head in regards to all this.
And I don't think I could even tell you an answer, because
there's no right answer. There's only answers, sadly.
It's not.
Like there's no winner and loser in this.
No.
In this whole fight. It's everyone loses in the end on this one.
Exactly. And everyone involved, from the troll to the moderators to Jeff, has responsibility for what happened. There is no good guy, bad guy in this situation. Everyone involved was in the wrong. The troll for starting, for instigating everything, the moderators for not doing their job, for not banging this troll immediately, and, you know, I'm sure that the troll would have just come back with an alt account, and then you bang them again. That's your job, to protect the content creator. And Jeff has responsibility for what he said.
Because he pretty much he's a representation of the company. Even when you're not at work, you are a representation of your company. If, let's say, for example, right now, let's say looting starts in my town. And I decide, you know what, I really need a new TV. And I get caught on TV, I'm going to get fired.
Yep.
Even though I'm off work. I'm still held accountable because I'm a representation of where I work.
Exactly. There's a reason military members cannot participate in protests or rallies in uniform, because it's a violation of the UCMJ. Because when you are in uniform, you represent the government. You represent America, and pretty much in the military, you can't be vocal too much about your political ideology and stuff, because you're a representative of the government. You have to remain unbiased when you're in uniform.
You are one of many. When you take off that uniform, you are an individual, essentially.
Exactly, and that's he is a representative of actors. Because whenever you go out to anybody in the COD community and say, "Hey, Jeff Leach, oh yeah, I love Ghost," immediate recognition. They immediately relate his name to Ghost.
You don't even have to say Leach. You could just say,
"Nope,
hey, you've been watching Jeff? Oh yeah, I've been watching Ghost."
Yeah, it's immediately.
Jeff's name has become as synonymous as saying Tim or Nick, or you don't even have to say the rest of the content creators' names. You know who it is.
And it's.
I hate to think about this right now, but I question what they do. If this all goes through, if Jeff's done, he's out, they're not bringing him back, are they going to double?
Who do they get?
Do they double his stuff? Do they? What do they do?
I
money
don't
they're now
know.
Going to have to blow.
Yep.
To change Warzone, to change Modern Warfare. Well, mainly just Modern Warfare. I don't know what they'll do at this point, because now that this has happened, I guarantee you the next step that the internet is going to fight for is Jeff cannot have any part in the game. No. He can't even sneeze. His, like him breathing, or even just simply saying reloading will not be allowed.
Yeah, I can see them dubbing over the minor voice lines like reloading and stuff. I don't see them going back into like the prior season cinematics.
Yeah. No, that's.
I don't see them redoing those.
On YouTube.
Yep. But I think going forward that they would dub over the reloading and enemy there lines with the new voice actor, and then that guy is now Ghost. Now who they would get, I don't know. I don't think it would be Craig Fairbrass.
As much as we love him, how old is Craig? How old is Craig? You know what?
He's in his 40s, I want to say.
It's not impossible.
Because you gotta think it's a new reality, or it's a new universe. It's not Craig Fairbrass's Modern Warfare. It's the new Modern Warfare. So I can see them going with somebody completely new. I was close.
So I mean, it's not impossible.
I just don't see them doing it.
I mean, here's my thoughts on Craig Fairbrass. I can see them bringing him back as a different character, but not.
Yes.
I hate to say it, they're almost better off just killing Ghost. If you're gonna get rid of Jeff Leach, recasting is gonna split the fan base. You're better off just killing him off screen, get it out of the way, be done with it.
And that, as
brutal and as horrible as that sounds, it might be what needs to be done.
Best option that I can think of.
As long as they don't pull like you've seen The Godfather, right?
Yes.
As long as they don't go that brutal, where it's like you watch Ghost get just lit up by tons of guns, because that would not go well.
See, and they would have to get, because he's also the voice actor of Ghost in Call of Duty Mobile. He did those voice lines, so they're going to have to redo those voice lines.
It's money. I mean, they have plenty of money. Don't get me wrong. They're all buying bundles. Trust me.
It's a shitty situation that could have been prevented.
It could have been prevented.
And should have been prevented.
Oh, no, it definitely should have, because let's put it this way. Let's take out everything that's happened. Let's look at him as just the actor who plays Ghost. He did an amazing job.
He did.
He's everyone in MW who played a character that was returning. Either matched or surpassed the original.
Yes.
Like, as much as I love the OG voice for Price, I love the new voice.
Yes, Barry Sloan did amazing. And the nice thing, and one nice thing that I think helped us OG players transition and accept these new characters, OG Price, OG Soap, none of them were ever mocapped by the actual actors. So, and with the advancement in technology where you can get down, as MJ likes to point out, that they got down to his vein, that they can get down to that detail where it's
hilarious, where it's like he stares down at the vein every time.
He loves that. And it's so cute. Anyway, that it's their face. Like, even Price 1984 looks so much like Barry Sloan that I'm like, yeah, it's Price. And they did a great job. Jeff did an amazing job with Ghost, bringing him into a fresh new light.
And he did such an amazing job. To have it end like this,
it's
bad.
It's bad. It's tragic.
It's tragic.
It made even more by the fact that all of this could have been avoided if the moderators had done their job, if Jeff had either ignored the troll or not gone as harsh as he did. It all could have been avoided. And that it's tragic, and I hate the situation we're in right now. Because I absolutely hate cancel culture. I hate it.
Oh no, I despise it. There are very, very few times where quote-unquote cancel culture actually does good. The one that first comes to mind, Bill Cosby.
Yes.
That's like the one time where it's like everyone didn't even bother to question. Oh, cancel culture was like, no.
Yeah.
You're going to prison. Goodbye. That was fine.
But what it's turned into now,
you can't sneeze and say something wrong without the chance that the internet will explode and then start taking a microscope, look up everything you've said in the past. Which, let's face it, I have. Since I backed up everything onto external hard drives, there are quite a few things I've said over the course of 2 years on YouTube that could incriminate me. Easily. I don't know. That's not good.
Yeah, and that's like, and I hate to get anecdotal and bring personal, but when I stream, I am very careful about what I say.
That you stream.
I haven't streamed. I need to.
Where do you stream?
I need to stream more. Usually I just stream
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook.
Twitch.
I almost said TikTok.
No. But I am very careful about what I say because I don't want my channel to turn into, oh, let's ask Layla what her opinion is on the pipeline or on this. I don't want to worry about that.
No, we play video games to get away from politics.
Exactly. Because I had somebody come into my chat and was like, oh, did you vote in the 2016 election? I'm like, yes, I did. Moving on. Well, who'd you vote for? None of your business. And it ended it.
In one of my chats where someone literally went, all right, who did you vote for? I was like, dude, I don't care who you voted for. Did you vote? Yes. Good for you. Mm-hmm. Good for you. You voted. It's like your opinion mattered. I don't care what your opinion is. Your opinion
exactly. And that's,
and I'm and I don't looking at what Alex has said, pretty much saying that it really sucks because Jeff was one of the few people that wasn't like that good guy actor stereotype. He actually sounded like a normal human being.
Yes. And he did good with his community. You know, they raised money for charity and
it's just, you look at it, it's like, come on. It's like, of all the ways to end. And I hate to say, I keep looking at the picture of Nitro Luke DX.
Careful.
I'll say it off camera. Hang on, I'm gonna mute my mic. Watch this.
No. I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
I had a feeling.
Are your thoughts exactly the same?
Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a discussion off camera.
Yes. Because there's multiple factors involved with this. Not only does Jeff represent Activision, but you've got Facebook Gaming's terms of service and Activision's terms of use.
Say the same thing.
Which
pretty much don't allow any form of hate speech or yada 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 yada.
And he
long drawn out thing.
He violated them pretty much by personally going after this troll, by doing a personal attack. And then what kind of annoys me is because I saw some people saying, oh, it's fake news. Well, what's fake news? What Jeff said or Activision firing? Because what Jeff said, that's not fake news. He said that.
What Jeff said, you can never take that away. You can say that it's taken out of context, which you and I can both agree. That is taken and edited together out of context.
It's still
I wish I could watch the whole thing. It's not pretty.
It's not pretty. It's not.
But I wish I could see the whole stream top to bottom.
I do too.
I could have a final say in the matter.
And even my personal opinion is, even if we do get context with it,
It won't
still
change anything, sadly.
It's not that it. It's not that it wouldn't change anything. It's that it doesn't excuse what he said. And he's trying. I'm not saying he's trying to like blow it off, but he needs to take responsibility for it. He needs to acknowledge, yes, I said these things. You know, explain why. Yes, okay, the troll was multiple times, you know, in your chat being a troll. But he needs to take responsibility for it. Because again, he built his platform also around going after people that would say hateful and hurtful things. And he himself has said multiple times, it's not allowed in this gaming community. Hate, racism, all of that. There's no room in the gaming community. And yet, he'll say those things. It's like, okay, well... And I hate that this is putting me in this position, because if you're going to say hate has no place in the gaming community, then you need to practice what you preach. Especially when you're as big of a content creator as Jeff. Because again, you are representing the company. You've built your platform all around this. You need to practice what you preach. And it's now coming back to bite him in the butt, unfortunately.
I was gonna say, I think we finally set our full piece on this whole thing, because after a while, I think we're just gonna keep repeating the exact same phrase over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should finally close out and talk out.
You wanna do your final thought on it before we go to the next topic?
Final thoughts on it. It's a shitty situation to put anyone into.
Mm-hmm.
To have it that someone who edits a video and puts it out of context and goes, "Hey, Activision, fire this person," and then the internet just blows up, and there's Activision pretty much looking left, looking right, and going, "Shit, what the hell do we do? If we fire him, we're safe, but then some of the fans are going to be pissed." Did her mic just cut out? Did my mic just cut out?
Oh, I was taking a drink because I'd been talking forever, and
no, you finally took a breath. I think after all that, but again, it's like Activision had to make a decision. Which leg are you going to cut off?
Exactly.
And no matter what, they were going to lose. They're going to lose. Exactly. They're going to win in the long run eventually, because people are going to move on. I hate to say it, people will move on.
Yeah. Activision will bounce back from this without a doubt.
The thing is, will Jeff? It's up for debate. Do I hope he bounces back? Do I hope that he has a very successful career and moves forward and grows as a human being after this? Absolutely. I would never wish harm upon someone like that. But Layla, do you have any last remarks in regards to this before we move on to the last subject of the matter?
The whole thing is shitty. It puts everybody into a horrible position. Activision, Jeff, even the troll who instigated, because they're now leading the
death threats right now.
That too, and they're now probably leading the charge for the whole cancel culture and all of that. It puts everybody into a shitty situation, and the fact that all of this could be avoided, it blows my mind. And I know I'm not going to I'm not going to have friends with the mods. So I'll probably get booted from Jeff's Discord because I'm going after his mods.
We'll see. Who knows? We might both get kicked out after this. I've only been in there for a month. No, not even a month. Maybe a week or two.
See, and I've been in there since he started. Since he started streaming
since the beginning, and it feels weird.
I don't understand why his mods didn't boot the troll. This
Or if
whole
they
mess.
did, they should have. I wish I could ask them right now. I kind of wish they were sitting in the chat so I could literally go, "Hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Did you guys boot him? How many warnings did you give him? Did you put him on a timeout? What precautions did you guys take?" Because if you guys just warned this person over and over and over again, that's like telling the kid who's misbehaving in class, "Hey, you need to behave. Hey, you need to be." After a while, you got to do something.
Yes.
But
the only way to stop a bully is you stand up. And unfortunately, Jeff stood up.
I was going to say break their nose, but
unfortunately, Jeff stood up. And the way he went about it was wrong. Because he also, in turn, became the bully. His moderators should have done, because you and I have talked about this in even MJ's Discord about how some of the mods, I'm not naming names, but some of the mods are, "Hey guys, just remember, you need to post in the correct channels." It's like, no, you've warned these people multiple times. You warned this troll multiple times. Do your job. Block the troll. Ban that troll from coming back into this chat and delete all the messages. Why that wasn't done, I don't know. And even if we do get an explanation of what the moderators did, I still don't think it's excusable for them not taking action. Because this whole situation could have been avoided if they had done their job. Because trolls are going to troll. That's their whole thing. They want a reaction. They're waiting for a reaction so that they can then use it against you, as this scenario has shown. It's the moderator's job to protect the content creator. And why they didn't do that, I don't know. And it pisses me off that they didn't do their job. I know they have a tough job. I know, Jeff's chat is probably crazy. There's a slow mode that you can enable on the chat so you can keep up with who's being sincere and who's being a troll. And why they didn't do their job, I don't know. Because, like I said, this whole thing could have been avoided if the moderators had done their job. And that's all I'm going to say. I know I went heavy-handed on the mods. I'm pretty sure. No.
Because here's the thing, I guarantee you right now the mods are probably sitting down and they may be asking themselves the same question. Did they do the right thing?
They should be.
And you're right, they definitely should be.
They definitely need to.
This day, but as of right now, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know if the moderators ended up like you said, for all we know, that first comment could have been dropped, the moderators could have blocked the person, and the comment might have been there just long enough for Leach to lose it.
But I don't think that's what happened.
But no, there's...
Because multiple people have been saying that this troll was warned multiple times. I think even one of the mods, don't quote me on this because I can't find the exact... I think even one of the mods said that the troll had been warned multiple times, and Jeff finally responded. So the fact that people are saying that this troll was warned multiple times before Jeff finally responded begs the question, why didn't the moderators do their job? And I am not going to be surprised if I get booted from Jeff's Discord because of this. I will not be surprised.
I was going to say, it's something that definitely needed to be said.
It is. Because nobody is talking about it. Everybody's talking about what Jeff said and what the troll did. And that's what they're divided on. But nobody is talking about what the moderators did. And why they didn't do their job.
I have an app. Message the moderators. Because I could literally message them right now, but at the same time, off camera.
Yeah. Well, and also at the same time,
what's done is
it's
done,
not... Exactly. It's not going to magically pull out a DeLorean and go back in time and fix this. There is no fixing what happened. The only thing that Activision alone can do is what they've possibly already done, because again, it hasn't been officially confirmed by Activision. We're still waiting for their official statement. Why they haven't released an official statement, it's been what? 3 days? I don't know.
It happened on what? Saturday night?
Friday.
It happened during the last stream that Jeff did
Friday, the
It was
video
definitely
dropped.
Friday, the video dropped.
Saturday, Charlie dropped
Saturday
the
was then they
report.
dropped that because Jeff was in the middle of a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, there was no stream, Jeff, which was
Not surprising.
which, let's face it, that smart decision.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he was just enjoying Mother's Day. Either way. And then Monday, I was like, okay, well, today
We're going to get something.
we got, and we've kind of, but not enough. But I
Yeah,
think that
I
pretty much
don't know
covers that
why there
whole-
hasn't been an official
Oh, I
statement
know.
from Activision, because it would clear up a lot of this fake news that people keep saying that he's not fired. It's like, well, okay, then
until Activision says it, which I hate to say it, until they actually say it, which if they're trying to keep it hush hush, why? Because we don't want to bring light to the problem. Well, congratulations, geniuses. The entire COD community is talking about it, so you need to take this out back like old Yeller and put 2 bullets in it.
they haven't even if they released, even if right now they're kind of they're talking to their lawyers, they're waiting for everything to come out, they
At least
still
tell
need
us
to release
that.
yes,
Release a statement.
look, an official statement will be made shortly, but we don't even have that. We just have what Charlie Intel, and then I think it was,
And then everyone
either
base it off of
PC
Charlie Intel after that.
well, because then another game journal contacted Activision, and I can't remember if it was Comic Book or PC Gamer, and got the same statement. So now there's Charlie and Toe, and then the other one that have reached out to Activision and gotten the statement. So why they haven't released a statement, I don't know. But that's kind of a non-issue right now. It's basically everything else that's going on. And I know I said it before, and I'm a broken record now. Even if we get the context, it still doesn't excuse why the moderators... It's not going to change anything, and it doesn't excuse why the moderators didn't do their job. That's my... Out of everything, out of this whole situation, that's my biggest issue, is why the moderators didn't do their job. Because if you're going to be a moderator for a high-profile character like Jeff...
That's like a full-time job.
It is,
I hate
and
to
you
say it.
have...
Some people look at it as just, it's a moderator. I mean, for a small end, yeah, it's just, you might be goofing off a little bit, but when you're like at the top tier, when I'm talking top tier, I mean, we're talking like hundreds of thousands of people watching. We're talking like millions of subs.
You have to be...
You're the PR person.
Pretty much. And you have to be on top of your game. You can't let anything like this slide. You can't let a troll come in and start making comments and not take action. You have to take action because you, for lack of a better term, you are the first line of defense for that content creator. Your sole job is to protect your content creator. And when you have someone that is a high profile like Jeff, you have to be on your game. You have to make sure that everyone is towing the lines, everyone is obeying the rules, and if you have somebody that's messing up, you boot them. Not just in chat, but in Discord as well. You can't let things slide, because if Discord finds out that something is violating their terms of service, they will ban that entire Discord. And as the company, as Discord or as Twitch or as Activision, it is their right when you are violating their rules.
They will not hesitate.
It is their right to block you. But yeah, that's my final, long drawn out thought.
You're good. I wrote like a 500 word short summary, and you wrote a 5-page essay.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who enjoyed watching this, make sure to check us out on Twitch. We are going to be going live every Monday in regards to the Dank Discussion Podcast. Every Wednesday I'll be going live into Warzone or something along those lines. And I'm going to try and do my best to get some war content out on YouTube as time progresses, so that everyone out there, you all know how I say this, everyone have a wonderful day and night. Whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. And as, of course, as always, Dank Dan, signing off.
Time to click that subscribe button. You know you want to. It's the only way to figure out